Brian Carrot and called Paul, I knew for quite a while, on and off because we played on and off with each other. And so when we started doing more educational programs, I asked them to be a part of the educational program. I mean like that, like, you know, I had a conversation with one musician once, and he felt I was being condescending to music and stuff. It's not that, it's just I realized that's just a form of expression. So whatever you use, that's just a form of expression. And that's what you use, but it's not the end all of who you are maybe as an individual. For me, it's not the end all of who I am as an individual. It's just a way of expression because you're using another instrument that doesn't talk or walk or anything like that. You got to make it talk and walk and all these things like that. Mm-hmm. So a lot of great musicians, you know, John Coltrane, all of they, you know, that's just what he played through, but their thoughts were really in different areas of life and they liked different things. Even heard a conversation the other day with Kanye West. He said the same thing too. It is. It's true that you, yeah, that's just the medium that people see you come through. That doesn't mean that's who you are totally, it's just that, you know. But as younger, oh yeah, I definitely entrenched myself in because I wanted to be able to get to a certain level where I felt I had a certain command. And it's always, for me, it's always like you're starting all over again. not in a negative way. It's just that there's so much to learn. There really is so much to learn about yourself and then relaying that to the musical instrument. They were friends I knew, some I didn't know. Like Misha I didn't really know. I went out and saw him, and actually it was in Harlem. And so he was playing with a friend of mine named Willie Martinez, great percussionist, and so I liked the way he played, and he understood the concept of playing how to play Afro-Cuban or Latin jazz music, so I asked him to be in the ensemble to play.
When I started, I was 6 years old, and I started with classical music. So for many years, I played strictly classical music, and then I switched. When at a certain point, I was playing both classical and jazz, and then I just switched to jazz. My parents, they brought me to music school, and I loved it. So actually, it was my parents' choice, not my choice.
Yeah.
And I'm very grateful that they brought me to music school. I guess they noticed that I was always interested in music. I was singing and whistling, and so they brought me to music school, and this is how it started.
I've been playing bass now for 35 years or more. Bass is, you know, the foundation of the music. You know, if he goes left and there's a certain chord change, as long as it fits within the harmony structure, you know, but if the bass moves, it could be a whole other harmony to the music or the chord, the harmony chord, you know. Well, actually, I started in church about age 14, you know, playing by ear. So whatever was going on, I would pick it up and play it by ear. Then I took music lessons around 16, studied, you know. Then from there, I switched. I thought I wanted to stay with music, but then I went to high school for electronics. Oh. So I didn't really pick back up music and study music. I went to college.
I'm Brian Carrot. I play the vibraphone. You know, each instrument traditionally kind of has a role. So this is the most lead-worthy type of instrument out of the four of us. The piano, bass, and drums is considered to be what they call a rhythm section, which provides the foundation, harmonic, rhythmic, and all of that. And then the vibes is, in that context, is often more like a lead instrument, playing melodies and what have you. In my case, my style of playing with the four mallets, I'm prepared to play chords, and sometimes I function in place of a piano or a guitar, where I play chords and there's no piano. I'll be playing actually a gig tonight where I'm the chord person, more or less. So that's my role in that situation. And but I think, you know, the vibraphone in general provides a tonality that's sort of unique in terms of the fact that even though in its basic way, it's a cold instrument in a way. Like you don't blow on it, you don't really touch it even with your own fingers like a piano or a horn or something, but you can produce a pretty sound, and then it can become very percussive. So it has a wide range. So.